courtesy of this black man who's sending all these white supremacist white people to come and try to dox me and post all this shit and try to attack my husband. Baby, go ahead and do it. Baby, does this look like EBT to you? Does this look like EBT to you? Because it's definitely not.
How dare you read racism into this tragedy? Welcome to the John Amanchukwu Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friends. Do me a big favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And never forget, there is no rhythm like the algorithm. With you liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, we can push this content out. Now, I want to talk about the Camp Mystic tragedy. This took place over the weekend, and many people are impacted by this. Matter of fact, our country is grieving over this tragic loss. But within this tragic loss, there's another issue that I have to discuss. But to the main issue, the lives that are impacted because of this storm, we grieve and we pray for these families. Let's talk about this. A flash flood struck Camp Mystic on the Guadalupe River over the July 4th weekend. The river rose nearly 26 feet in under an hour. 27 campers and counselors were killed in the flood. And statewide, over 80 people died in the flood across Texas. Just a little background about Camp Mystic. They were founded in 1926. Camp Mystic is a historic Christian summer camp for girls located near Hunt, Texas. It's known for its Christian values, outdoor activities, and all-girls environment. The camp has a loyal community and often books years in advance. Its mission focuses on spiritual growth, friendship, and leadership in a rustic hill country setting. What a tragedy this has been for our nation and for Texas, for 80 people over a holiday weekend to lose their life. I'm praying for every person impacted by this. I'm also going to be sending support, financial support, to help out with the families impacted in Texas. And I want to welcome you to do the same thing. We'll work to find out that information, and I'll post it on my YouTube page. However, there's another tragedy within this tragedy. And it's the, how do I say this? I want to be kind. It's the tragedy of narcissism. The tragedy of making everything about race. It's the BLMing of issues. You know, not everything, my friends, is about race. And so this woman by the name of Sade Perkins, let's start here. Let's show this graphic first. This woman by the name of Sade Perkins, I want to show you her graphic here and just talk about her briefly before I get to a video. This is Sade Perkins, and I want to read to you what the New York Post said. It says, former Houston mayoral appointee rages at flooded Texas girl camp for being white only. And she did this, hear me, hours after deadly flooding ripped through the facility, killing at least 5 little campers and leaving 11 more missing. And we know that the number has greatly increased since then. She gets online. This individual, this person, a former mayoral appointee, gets online and begins to talk foolishness. Just a loud mouth, if there's ever been a loud mouth. This bonquisha, ratchet, ghetto, ignorant person, and there's another word for ignorant. Y'all know what it is. Just has to make this statement. Just has to go there. Just has to bring it up. For what reason? We don't even know. But who takes a tragedy where you little campers and adults have lost their lives, and you seek to just make it about race so that you can feel good about yourself? How dark does your soul have to be? How diabolical does your heart have to be? How corrupt do you have to be to seek to exploit a situation like this? See, Sade Perkins, she's the former Houston Food Insecurity Board member, posted a TikTok during Texas flood tragedy, and many people have been coming out in response to what she has said. She called Camp Mystic a white-only girls Christian camp and claimed that the media wouldn't care as much if the victims were Hispanic or Black. Foolishness. Her comments went viral and were seen as insensitive during an active rescue effort. I want to show you a follow-up video where she's once again just running her mouth, just running her trap. She's not a Proverbs 31 woman. She's not a woman who's meek. All right. She's going to talk about in the video how my husband takes care of me and I'm not an EBT this and an EBT that, all that stuff. But instead of, instead of just going online and saying, you know what, we're praying for everyone impacted, regardless of race. She can't do that because nasty people have to be who they are. Nasty. Take a look at this.
So I said 5 hours. She don't take the video down. I find out who her husband is.
Y'all, I
Here
got
she
a
is.
whole clan rattling
Loudmouth.
happening in my comments right now. Courtesy of this clown, courtesy of this black man who's sending all these white supremacist white people to come and try to dox me and post all this shit and try to attack my husband. Baby, go ahead and do it. Baby, does this look like EBT to you? Does this look like EBT to you? Because it's definitely not. It's definitely not. And that small little box apartment that you was in with that little rat ass bitch, yeah, that's giving very much EBT. But I digress because I don't hate on people who use food stamps. And baby, you can call my husband's job all you want. You can send your people and whatnot. I have this video. It is evidence, and them people will sue you. They surely will. So please keep it up by all means. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me at all. We're very good over here, and you're jealous.
This is just a follow-up to the big saga, this big mess. People are calling her out, and they should. She may make a video on me, and I don't care because I am not the beta type. You can run your mouth all you want, but that's not going to move me. I'm going to say what needs to be said, and this woman is out of order. Her husband should come home and say, you know what? You are embarrassing us. Yes, you are blessed to be a stay-at-home wife or whatever you're doing, but you should not take your time and go online and post negative videos like that. If anything, you should be holding a Bible study or a prayer group or going online, making an affirming post and commemorating and eulogizing the lives that are lost. But instead, I told you earlier, nasty people have to be who they are. Nasty. And so Houston's mayor, John Whitmire, called the comments deeply inappropriate. And I agree. Though Perkins' term ended in January, the mayor banned her from any future appointments to city boards. Man, y'all, somebody better start clapping. Somebody better start clapping. So let's talk about this. What are the dangers of racializing every tragedy? Number one, emotional insensitivity. It disrespects grief of victims, families by politicizing their suffering, shifts focus away from mourning and solidarity to division and blame, and reduces human lives to racial identities rather than honoring them as individuals. In addition to that, it creates distractions and distractions from real solutions. It diverts attention from practical responses like rescue and aid and prevention. It focuses on narrative building instead of actionable policy or safety reform. And it slows unity and undermines collaboration during critical moments of crisis. It also fuels division and resentment. That's why you don't want to do it. It sows distrust between racial groups where unity is needed. It creates a false binary of oppressor versus oppressed, even when irrelevant. And it encourages victim competition rather than shared humanity. In addition, it erodes credibility of legitimate racial issues. I'm not under the impression that racism isn't real, nor am I under the impression that racism still exists today. Racism will always exist until the Lord returns. Why? Because racism is not a skin tone or a color. Racism is sin. And the Bible says that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. But this also encourages performative activism. It promotes virtue signaling over substance, commentary without context or solution. It positions influencers or public figures as heroes while offering no help at all to victims. And it turns tragedy into social currency or political gain. It also undermines spiritual and moral clarity. It's ungodly for any person, be it Black, white, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Indian, you name it, other, in the midst of a tragedy to come on TikTok or any social media platform and begin to race bait. Oh, it's a white only girls camp. Oh, the camp is only for white people. Oh, we shouldn't mourn about this because it's only some white 5-year-olds and 10-year-olds who were killed and some white, camp counselors. So therefore, no, we should shut up the bowels of our compassion and, dry our eyes because it's someone that's white. Just think about how evil you have to be to come to that realization. I can care less if it was only white people. I could care less if it was only Black, Asian, Hispanic, or whatever. I don't care. A life was lost. 80 and counting. 80 lives and counting have been lost across the state of Texas. Why are we talking about color and racism? See, these are the kinds of people that give certain groups of people the wrong image. It's what causes people to see Blacks and or whites, or whatever race, in the wrong light. This, I am ashamed of you, Sade Perkins. You're filthy. You're scandalous. You're trifling. That's a good word for it. Trifling. How dare you make this about race? How dare you read racism into this tragedy? Why not just come on and speak well of the people who have died? Because you don't even know them personally. You don't know their heart. You don't know their mind. You don't know their integrity. It's a Christian camp with Christian counselors, founded in 1926. Their intent is to train these campers up in the admonition of the Lord, to come alongside parents and to help build these women into model citizens. Could it be that if you had gone to a camp like this, whether it's Camp Mystic or some other camp, that you won't be the trifling, scandalous person that you've proven yourself to be? Could it be that you need this camp? Could it be that it's people like you who need this type of pedagogy and Christian teaching the most? Your husband needs to address you. Yeah, you can get online and talk bad and talk big and talk tough and, oh, ain't nobody gonna do nothing and blah, 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 blah. She's all over TikTok. It's viral. She's made 10 plus videos already. She's just running them out. Just all this. Just this. Sad. And who knows, her husband could come home and try to talk to her, and she probably runs him off at him, yells at him, screams at him, tries to put him in his place. Man, I don't know, man. This one right here has rubbed me the wrong way. It puts a bad taste in my mouth. It makes my stomach sick. That loved ones across the state of Texas is now planning a funeral while at the same time having to contend with Sade Perkins. This is disgusting. Let me know what you think below in the comment section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you, my friends, and God bless America.